Hello, everyone. We're just really glad that you're here tonight. I have been MIA because we have been super busy. We have had a special convention and we were with 14,700 people and we worked a lot. We drove them here and there and we greeted them at the airport, spent a lot of time doing that. And then we had our sessions for learning, which was wonderful to have people from 19 different countries who were visiting us. But because of that, as you might hear, I have come down with something. So we want to talk a little bit about keeping our immune system strong. And I'm going to go ahead and show you. This just started yesterday. So we have others who were with us. They all went down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we were the lone survivors that yesterday afternoon we went down. But what are we doing? We're taking it even more seriously than we normally do because we want to keep our immune system strong. So number one, these are normal items for me and my hubby. We do oregano and thieves in some water. Almost every morning we're going to be around people. This is just a routine. If we're going to be around a big crowd, and we've done 3 or 4 cruises since 2020, and we've been fine. We did the huge convention in Salt Lake City that was an international convention too, Young Living Convention. We were fine. So anyway, this is just our normal routine with 1 ounce or 2 ounces of Ningxia Red. You can see I just ordered some more, but this is part of our daily routine. So we're sure that has helped keep our immune system super, super strong. So as of yesterday, when I scanned myself, I needed to know what can help me the most. So I had that in my system. I had Super C in my system. Oh, I didn't bring it over, but Super C, Super B, Super D, they're part of our normal routine also. Super C, if I'm feeling good, I'm not going to be out around a bunch of people. I don't do that one all the time, but a lot of times I do my Super C because I just want to keep C in my system. Very interestingly, this is what I scanned for. And let me tell you why. Okay. Patchouli was
Julie.
number one. Patchouli, I'm sure, is number one because I did not feel like I wanted to eat. So patchouli went straight on my stomach. Patchouli was my number one of my scan. Number two, citronella. I scan for this all the time. I find this so interesting that I scan for citronella. This one, I guess I just need to be clean because I scan for this a lot. But this time I used it because I figured my scanner knows what I need. Motivation. This is another one that I scan for. Obviously, I need motivation because I'm not moving around much, and the body must know that I'm not moving around much. We're in the same house, we're doing the same thing. So I scanned my husband. He scanned for rosemary. So this is something I'm making sure that he's getting on his system, rosemary. Some other things, when I was looking for my Immu Power, I don't know where it is, it's around here somewhere, but Immu Power is one that I do use regularly when I want to make sure I'm above the wellness line. I put it on the drop on the back of my neck. It's a little bottle about this size. I thought this was it with a safety cap, but Immu Power is a beautiful blend to keep your immune system strong. When I couldn't find my Immu Power, I found Exodus, excuse me, Exodus 2. This is awesome. The scent of this oil, absolutely beautiful. So if you have not tried Exodus 2, look it up. Look what's in here. Look how it will help your immune system. And Exodus 2 is something that I just fell in love with. Moving on, this is something I do from time to time, Immu Gummies. This has some beautiful things for your immune system in here. Immu Gummies. It's only 2 a day. You could probably eat 10 if you wanted to because they're small and they taste delicious. And they're so good for you. I'm just going to go ahead. If you haven't got these, I want to show you. It's just a gummy, a little gummy here. But 2 of these a day. That's something really, really good. And because I went to the Young Living Convention, this is a new product. I bought it, but I haven't used it. Inner Boost. So we're into Inner Boost now. So that is just what I'm doing. I'll check in next week. I mean, my friends who went down have been down since Monday and they're still horrendous. So hopefully by next Friday, I'm up and kicking with all of this help, but we'll see what happens. Also, I just want to tell you that some of you here are on my movement challenge, that these 7 days we're having a movement challenge, and I'm going to give away a really super prize at the end. And with the movement challenge, all you have to do is move your body 30 minutes a day. And you have to report in. Yep, I think Mary Lee is on that challenge, but you haven't reported in yet. Have you been moving your body 30 minutes a day?
Oh, more than that. I've been going
Okay.
crazy.
We got to get her recorded as having moved her body for 30 minutes a day. It's only for a week. You know, there's nothing to buy. It's just a cute little challenge. We're having to motivate each other to get moving. So if you are not in on that challenge, we're just halfway through and you want to get in, it's on a WhatsApp group and everybody's reporting in. We have an international group. We have people in Kenya there. We have people in South Africa there. We have people in Texas there, Arizona, New England, and us in Florida. So there's a bunch of different people in that group, probably a lot more places too I'm not thinking of right away. But if you are interested in the movement challenge, let me know soon. There'll be another challenge after this one. If you feel that you can't get in on this one, then feel free to come in on the other one. So that is just basically what I had for you. And I thought I will turn it over to Claudia now.
So I have a few more tips on wellness because we are surrounded by people fighting for health. School has started. So whenever school starts, kids bring things home because the cooties are disgusting. So just one simple thing to do. If you want to stay healthy or you're fighting to stay healthy, is turn on your diffuser. First of all, I want to mention the diffuser. I want to point out how beautiful Chris looks today. Because if you were looking at Chris and looking at me, it looks like, oh, is Claudia not feeling good? But I haven't even had time to put makeup on. And I saw Chris, I'm like, poor baby, she's sick. And here she is with her pearls and her golden locks. And I'm like, oh, whatever. But diffusing helps you to stop sharing what you don't want to share. It's also very good to do deep breathing exercises to go into your sinus area, to feel it in your head. If the oils enable you to sleep. So sometimes when you take Young Living supplements like Imu gummies, Imu Pro, when you get an oil rub down put on the spine, because there's a lot of yucky stuff that adheres to the spine. So Chris and Javen, they're married. They could dribble stuff on each other's spine. Things like what she mentioned, Exodus is excellent on the spine. If you can't get oils on your spine, rub the bottom of your feet and then grab a tennis ball and press down hard on that tennis ball in a surface so you hit your vita points. You hit your vita points. But your spine, your feet, oil up often. And then if you feel that sleep come over you, go to sleep. Go to sleep. You mend, you heal while you sleep. And the oils and the supplements do enable the body to shut down in a deep way so that you can mend. Now, some of the things that are here this month that are very important for the immune system, I'm going to show you what I'm passionate about. This is cinnamon bark. Now, the reason I brought the white label cinnamon bark is because I have more freedom to talk about this cinnamon bark than this cinnamon bark, but it's the same oil. It's the same oil. It's just the white label allows you to know that the cinnamon bark is digestible. So you see Chris, you hear her voice, right? What would be good for Chris at this time? A teaspoon of honey and a couple of drops of cinnamon bark, or maybe 1 drop of cinnamon bark and 1 drop of thieves together to intensify what cinnamon bark does for the immune system. Cinnamon bark in a warm cup of tea. If you feel run down the way Chris is doing, don't drink iced drinks. Don't drink anything cold because cold coagulates things that your body is trying to push out. So warm or room temperature, extra fluids. Chris talked about movement. And if you're run down, it's true, you need to sleep, but you do need to stretch. You do need to have movement to make sure your lymphatic system is going. That's part of your immune system. So in ancient times, when somebody was run down, yeah, maybe you went down for a little bit, but you didn't stay in bed because most people couldn't stay in bed. They had things to do. And that movement is connected to life. So doing a simple stretch, taking a hot shower, bringing your oils in the shower. Like Javen needed rosemary. You know, it'd be good for Javen. A beautiful warm shower in the morning with rosemary in his scalp. Breathing it in, breathing it in. And when he comes out of the shower during the day, rosemary and the diffuser. Rosemary and putting it together with a little bit of peppermint, putting it together with some citronella. Citronella, I'm sure it's coming up for Chris because she's from Africa. She served in Africa. There's things in Africa that need citronella, right? I think of mosquitoes. I think of Chris and mosquitoes. They have issues. Citronella, citronella, it's cleansing. So citronella in the diffuser, breathing it in, citronella on your feet, rejuvenating your body to enable your body to do what your body was designed to do. These are my two favorites. Now, the other oils, because when I was out west, that's my time when I went down. Breathe Again. Now, this comes in a roller. This is not for sale, usually, ever. But Breathe Again in this season, it's very important to keep in stock. Breathe Again I use as chest rubs. Breathe Again I use in my diffuser. Breathe Again I combine with the Thieves chest rub. So if you were at Chris's house, and this is important for all of you to take notes, because when you don't feel well, you forget what to do. When you don't feel good, I know how to take care of someone else. But if I don't feel good, your mind blanks out because you're tired, you're overwhelmed. It's been a lot. So Breathe Again with the Thieves chest rub. The Thieves chest rub was designed that you could rub it on your throat. You could rub certain oils around your ear, right? So the exodus that Chris mentioned around the ear, down the sides of the throat, the lymphatic system, moving things right behind this clavicle. And you'll see when we look at Chris as a resurrected woman next Friday. The thing is, with using the Young Living stuff, she won't stay down long. Other people that do not support their immune system or they work against the immune system, it will take longer for the body to bounce back. And I think that's the important part, is when somebody says, oh my goodness, Young Living is so expensive. Not if it gives you back time. Not if it's something that your body is designated to use that doesn't have repercussions. It's not going to mess up your gut. So like if I heard Chris talking through her nose or having trouble or blowing her nose on camera, which she has not done, not one time, and I would have done it. Things like alkaline, things like allerzyme, taking those supplements, intensifying those supplements, working on your gut, because your gut is the center of your immune system. This is not a time for Chris to be eating junk food. This is a time for Chris maybe to have bone broth, to eat light stuff, to enable her intestines to be as clear as possible. Because if you have a clear gut, a gut that's functioning, your immune system will be stronger. So I hope these tips are important to you. The cinnamon bark, these are fall survival tips. The Imu gummies I use daily because Imu gummies help the respiratory system. So survivors of 2020, 2021, we have respiratory issues. And that's the first thing I ask Chris. I'm like, how are you breathing? And Chris is like, I'm breathing fine. I'm taking a lot of naps. Okay, so napping is good. Breathing is even more important. But if you see, oh, my lungs need help, Thieves chest rub, diffusing, and making sure your supplements work with your gut, because that will help any junk that is stored up here. The other thing too, we were talking about body temperatures. What oils would you use for body temperature? Peppermint oil, lime oil. And again, if you have someone with you, you could put it on your back, your spine. You could put a cold compress on the neck, and it will help regulate the body temperature, because when your body temperature is not within the normal vicinity, it's exhausting. Your body will take more time to recuperate. Now, the defense mechanism of our body, how we're designed, if they're raising up the body temp, right? The body's trying to destroy something in it. So if you work with it, and then, you know, you manage it, you make sure it doesn't get too out of control, peppermint, lime, drinking lots and lots and lots of fluids. And then listen, pay attention. Like Chris, you know, Chris is like, I don't like to nap. But at this time, it's very important to nap. It's very important to nap. And it's very important for you to make a schedule. You know, she must use something in the morning. She might have to use something mid-morning. She might have to use something at noon. She might have to use something mid-afternoon, right? Aggressive. For those of you that have Young Living oils, please don't store them. Please line them up, use them. And if you don't know what to use, at least use your diffuser. At least it's the first start. And then you can look at videos like this because she mentioned some powerful stuff. The cinnamon bark, the thieves, oregano. And if you don't like taking any of these internally, rub them on your feet. Do back rubs with them. Back rubs are so amazing. And a back rub is so stimulating for the lymphatic system. So those are my little tips for you for fall wellness. And I hope, Chris, you feel better. Does anybody have questions?
Thank you. Claudia, can you just clarify what the 100, 200, and 300 freebies are this month?
Yes.
Okay.
The 100 is a big one this month because the retail price of the vanilla is almost $50. So vanilla is at a 100 PV. So let's just say you spent the 100 getting yourself some thieves, chest rub, lozenges. You want to stock up to make sure you're healthy this autumn. To get that vanilla, it's like getting your 100 PV almost 50% off. That's what it's like for me. So 100 PV, hopefully for all of you, should be reachable. Hopefully for all of you, you have your arsenal ready. Making a list of what you personally need for fall wellness. The 200 mark is the cinnamon bark. Cinnamon bark is something I use constantly. If you want healthy sugar levels, cinnamon bark should be part of your arsenal on a daily basis. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know cinnamon bark had power? I hope you do. I hope you do. But cinnamon bark and vanilla in the diffuser, do you know how delicious that is? And it's delicious, but it does something, right? We're not talking just about a perfume factory. We're talking about that when you breathe it in, it does the body good. It does the body good. So cinnamon bark, vanilla, this is at the 200. So you have vanilla, you have cinnamon bark, and then the 300 is ImmuPro, which ImmuPro is very important because it's a boost for the immune system. It's a supplement that you take at nighttime, and it helps knock you out. It has melatonin in it. So if you take it at nighttime, for Chris to be sleeping, you know, a lot of people that are not feeling well, if you can't sleep, your misery is prolonged. If your body cannot shut down, you will not bounce back as completely as you should. So ImmuPro is part of our arsenal. I take it when I feel a little bit like last night. I had a bit of a stiff neck. My jaw was tight. My neck was, and I was like, ooh, I don't feel good. So my husband oiled up my back and I took an ImmuPro. Dog woke me up 2 or 3 times last night, but I woke up, took the dog out, came back in. Usually that revs me up and I went to sleep like a rock. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because I've had like the best Friday emotionally. I feel good. And my neck issue from yesterday was much better. So the three gifts, vanilla, cinnamon bark, ImmuPro, it should be part of your wellness arsenal and you get it free.
Perfect. Thanks. There's 2 more things I wanted to share. I want to show you what's in this Exodus 2 because I didn't know. I just know it smells amazing. It has myrrh, cassia, cinnamon bark, calamus, northern lights, black spruce, hyssop, vetiver, and frankincense. So
Wow.
it is an awesome oil, Exodus 2.
Let me ask you a quick question, Chris, because I'm going to forget it because I put it next to my foot and I didn't mention it. Do you have your deep spectra?
Yes.
Put it under your tongue. And then the Fido too, because this is a cell regenerator. So it's like having a makeover.
Okay.
Don't forget this one.
Okay, good. So that I wanted to share that with you. And point number 2, I've been telling people for years, I never needed it, but I'm going to try this out. A bowl of hot water with eucalyptus in a towel. That's what I'm going for when we hang up. So I just wanted to share those things. Any questions anybody wanted to ask? Feel free.
No.
Okay. Well, we're
What
going to,
happened to our gang tonight?
I didn't take the time to
Post.
invite anybody. Yeah. So
I was really grateful to have a small group because sometimes people have questions. Do you have questions, Mary Lee? Oh, Zoom user has a question.
No, I'm all the things that you're talking about, I'm slathering them all over during
Good.
our discussion.
because she's going to her convention tomorrow. Yeah.
I've even got some on my back. Yeah, I'm going to the convention tomorrow. And
Okay.
after hearing how many got sick at her convention, I don't look
Okay.
forward to it.
I want to tell you what to do. If you could put thieves in a spray bottle, you know, the little thieves,
I have it right ready. I have it right in my bag.
spray your clothes,
Yeah,
spray
okay.
your hair, spray your
Okay.
hair, and
Okay.
spray your hands and just do this. Keep the air around you
Yeah.
free. So I spray my clothes. I put oils on the bottom of my feet, but I put the oils on my clothing. So like if you wear a gentle scarf, you know, something pretty around your neck,
Yeah.
put oils in it. Zoom user had a question. She unmuted herself, but now she muted herself again. Who is she?
Lisa, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
think
let me quit recording this and we'll be very personal. So bye everybody. We'll be up and running next week. Promise. Bye.